What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started today, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I got a very special build in store for y'all. Now this one, it's gonna be called the first and best shoot first 2-guard build in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now for NBA players, this one today is going to be replicating and reminding me of MANU GINOBILI from the Antonio Spurs. Now with this build today, we're going to be able to get a 100 plus for our attributes when it comes to our post control, layup, close shot, free throw, 3-point shot, mid-range, ball handle, perimeter defense, and even our stamina. Now that's really all taken into consideration with the boosts that you buy, your takeover, and even gear. Now as for animations, you're going to be able to get most of the upgraded layup packages and also the dribble packages. And as we take it into the badges, we're going to be able to get 11 Hall of Fame, 30 gold badges, 14 silver with 4 bronze. Now on top of that, with the Hall of Fame badges, they're going to be able to be Giant Slayer, Comeback Kid, Scooper, Pro Touch, Hook Specialist, Post Spin Technician, Spin Cycle, Two Step, Post Fade Phenom, Dream Shake, as well as free points. So you're in store for a really solid build today. And before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. Now the first thing that everybody must do is put it under the shooting guard position. Now as for the height, we gotta go 1 tick up to 6'6", move the weight down to 201, and then as for the wingspan, I'm gonna leave this at 6'11". Now this is going to be crucial in order to maintain the best shooting attributes, and from here, we're all set to move forward. So let's go ahead and get started with the mid-range shot. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way up to an 89. Moving on to our 3-pointer, I'm also going to go ahead and put this up to an 88. As for our free throw, I decided to go ahead and put this up to a 99. And right there, this is going to be one of the only builds that can actually get the free points badge on Hall of Fame. Now already this build definitely replicates MANU GINOBILI, but moving on to the finishing, this is really going to allow you to see the picture a lot better. So for the close shot, I'm going to go ahead and put this to a 92. Go ahead and put our driving layup up to an 84, and this will allow us to get most of the layup packages. As for our post control, I'm going to go with the 90, and this right here is going to set us up perfectly to move forward. Pretty balanced all around. Now once we get into the playmaking, I'm going to go ahead and put my pass accuracy up to a 77. As for our ball handle, I'm going to go with a 92. And then moving on to our speed with ball, I like this best at an 83. Now so far we're looking pretty solid, especially when you look at the offense as a whole. I don't think there's one single area that you can be stopped. Now moving on to the defensive end, for our perimeter, I'm going to go ahead and put this up to an 89. Now the rest of the attributes I'm going to leave as is for now. But moving on to our physicals, go ahead and put your speed up to an 82, 84 for our acceleration. As for the strength, I'm going to go with the 70, and then moving on to the vertical, leave this at a 52. Now to wrap everything up, go with a 99 stamina, and this right here is exactly what this build should be looking like. Now we do have a few leftover remaining attributes. You can go ahead and put a 46 for our defensive rebound. Moving on to the steal, you can even go with a 50. There's a lot of different things that you can change about this build to your own liking and preference, but I really do believe that it's going to be best if you do follow along exactly how I'm bringing it to y'all. Now look, starting from the top down, the badges that we're able to get on Hall of Fame, we get Giant Slayer, Pro Touch, Dream Shake and Hook Specialist, Post Fade Phenom like I mentioned earlier. I think this is a really great 5v5 build. We even get badges like Bunny, Float Game, Acrobat, pretty much everything that you need to be effective down low. Now to only make the build better, we get badges like Hook Specialist out of a 6'6 shooting guard, Post Fade Phenom, Post Spin Technician. Now match that up with a 99 plus mid-range shot and 3-pointer, because that's what you're going to be having once you activate your takeover and buy boost. The badges that I'm really liking are Blinders, we also get Guard Up, Midi Magician with open looks, and then from there, going on to the 3-point side of things, we still get Silver Agent 3, Limitless Range, and I think Bronze is all you need this year. Now moving on to the pass accuracy, you're definitely going to be able to move the ball around. Same thing for the ball handle, we get Blow By, Handles for Days, Killer Combo, Speed Booster, even Ankle Breaker and Silver Handles for Days makes a huge difference. Now I think as a whole, this build is going to be able to be one of the best shooting guards that you can possibly make. Now look, especially if you're looking to take this build into rec, we're going to be able to guard the perimeter pretty solid. Silver Clamps, 94 feet, Challenger, Fast Feet, and then moving on to the physicals, this build only gets better. Remember, you do get a +4 once you do your Gatorade facility workouts, just to give y'all an idea. Now from here, I really want to know your thoughts and opinions on this build down below. Are you looking to create it exactly how I brought it to y'all, or remake your own version? Now from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. And if you followed every single step of the way, we should be able to get these 3 comparisons. And now as y'all can see, we have created the shoot first 2-guard build in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now thank y'all so much for your support. More so than anything, thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now with this build maxed out, adding on your own boost as well as takeover, that's at least a +10 to 15. Add in the fact that we do have gear that's going to give us an additional boost, and the better we play throughout each game, 2K does give us a minor boost towards our attributes. Now on top of that, you also have the Rise and Elite affiliation boost that you get from playing well. Just something to take into consideration. But look, I just want to say before we get out of here, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.